right, hopefully you guys can hear me. Definitely not seeing me because it is a frozen tundra here in Chicago, so the office has been closed on Wednesday and today, which means I am giving you some Rattlesnake Ridge events mode kickoff from the warm comfort of my home, which means you're getting all game today and just hopefully the ability to hear me. Alright, sorry for that little technical glitch. Hopefully you guys can hear me and see a little bit of what's going on here. I'm Kevin Lindsay, bringing you a very special live video of this week's events mode. It is our first weekly contest ever. And because it's been such a frozen tundra here in Chicago, the offices were closed on Wednesday and Thursday. So I am bringing you this through the comfort of my home through one of our special IT employee games. So Rattlesnake Ridge, top 5 games, gets you on our leaderboard for this week's 1K events mode weekly kickoff. So as you can see, top prize is $1,000. Rattlesnake Ridge, 5 games to qualify. If you have the Golden Tee Caddy app, you can pull that open up now. Head over to the Events Mode tab, and you can see the event overview, price schedule, the weekly leaderboard, and then of course all the events that you've played in. So just like the rest of our events, ends Sunday night. So you have between now and 12 o'clock Sunday to get your 5 games in on Rattlesnake Ridge. When you do so, when you do get those 5 games in, hopefully you can still hear me and this works. Of those leaderboards are going to be the ones winning their entry into the World Championship. So 5 people will qualify each week for a total of 60 qualifiers for the Golden Tee World Championship. So when you swipe into events, you'll see your golfer name, how many games you've played yet to qualify, and of course your status for there. So if you haven't played an event before, select the number of golfers, events mode, or excuse me, online play, and then events mode. Hopefully by now you are a little bit familiar with Rattlesnake Ridge, and if not, we're going to help you out here. Alright, of course, as always, before you kick off a game, make sure you've got the right clubs and golf balls that you want to use. As always, I'm using the Grab Your Golf Balls. Charles Rickard, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. Now, the nice thing with events mode, this weekly event that we're kicking off here in Rattlesnake, is that we're paying top 300 spots. So, of course, first place is a $1,000 prize, and we're paying out all the way to 300th at $5. So if you go to the Golden Tee Caddy app or the Golden Tee website, you can see all of those different prize payouts. Hopefully you can get to your local watering hole and get a handful of games in and get ready. Let's see if I can not start this off by watering. Perfect. That's okay. That's the fun about events mode, is I believe just like Adam has shown before, you know what, you can play as many games as you want, technically up to 100 if you're really feeling adventurous and lucky. But your top 5 scores, including your great shot points and golden tee points, are going to be what shows up on the leaderboard. So play as many games as you want, get those best scores in, learn Rattlesnake Ridge or relearn Rattlesnake Ridge if it's been a while since you've played it. Take advantage of those 3 drivable par 5 holes. This is the first one. I believe hole 7 and then 12 are the next 2. Mark Gomez, thanks for joining. Thank you for the shout out for my wonderful shot there. Now I know this question is going to come up. Close but no cigar. I know this question is going to come up, so we'll just go ahead and tackle it now. Each week, starting in 2 weeks on February 11th as we begin our Worlds Qualifier, the prize structure could potentially change. I'm talking and hitting terrible shots. That's okay, though. The prize structure and payouts could potentially change, could go up, they could go down. It's something that we will adjust as we see fit over the course of the World Championship Qualifier. If you came to join and watch me play terrible Golden Tee, you are in luck, because that's what's going on right now. But now that we have all that out of the way, that's the wonderful thing about events mode, is just like the daily contest, hey, if you're having a bad game or multiple bad games like some people on this live stream, oh, that's out of bounds. Don't go there. That's the nice thing about having so many different games or chances to qualify, because you can just fire up a new game, pretend like you did not embarrass yourself on the live stream. Man, it's been a rough day. Apparently the winter weather in Chicago has affected my ability to play Golden Tee. Now, of course, once the World Championship qualifying starts in 2 weeks on February 11th, or a little bit under 2 weeks at this point, we will be qualifying players on the Golden Tee 2019 courses. This Rattlesnake, oh, where's my high tee? Oh, that's sad. I definitely meant to high tee that there. But the qualifier is going to start on one of the various Golden Tee 2019 courses, and we will go from there. Thankfully, Rattlesnake Ridge will not be one of those, because I cannot get out of the water on this hole. If you're ever wondering how to bogey a par 5, there you go. I just showed you how to do it. When playing in this weekly 5-game, beta here, I know it's your beta. That's the temptation. All right, Taylor, can you hear me now? Hear me a little bit better, hopefully. Oh, yeah, of course. One of the worst games in my history, and I hit that shot. That's hilarious. All right, well, that's a nice thing about when you're playing on a live stream and you don't want to quit. Sometimes good things happen. Dave, thanks. That's, yep. This is actually a little bit more Christmassy of a leaderboard than I was hoping for. And like Tyler just said here, you know, it is an easy course once you start playing Rattlesnake here and there, and you learn or relearn, you know, how to navigate certain holes. Obviously, you can tell I've not played Rattlesnake Ridge since early 2018 because I'm awful on it. But again, if you're feeling crazy, you can play up to 100 games a day to get your top score. Look at that, playing it safe. And then as soon as you score, as soon as you put in an 18, you can go to the Caddy app or the Livewire website and check out your leaderboard scores. It's probably going to go very badly, but we're going for it. Yep, that's going poorly. Oh well. So, play Rattlesnake a few times. Avoid hitting terrible shots like I'm doing here. That's almost as good as the luck in my life right now. Dave Sandmeyer, I want to blame this on you just because you tuned in and an already awful game got worse. Yeah, here's a pro tip. If you have a good score, because Mikey, I just saw that you mentioned that. If you have a good score going into hole 12, I would play it very, very safe. Just because I did not stroke limit on that hole, but funny. You guys are hilarious. No, Tyson, I just haven't played this course, and I don't play very often. So, unlike some people who would just DNF and start over, I am trying to just play through it and go from there. Tyson, feel free to find me on the GT Caddy app and send me an invitational on Rattlesnake Ridge. I'd have no problem playing a few of those games with you, my friend. If you haven't done so either, on top of the events mode, the weekly event we have going on right now, tomorrow's Freaky Friday Daily Contest. It's the old school meets new school part 2. So last week we explored Golden Tee 2005 courses and 2019 mixed together. This week Adam and I have thrown together Golden Tee 2007 and Golden Tee 2018, which unfortunately does include the Golden Tee 4 remastered courses. So this week's... Oh, this is just getting better and better. I hope you guys are all enjoying this. That means this week's Freaky Friday has a total of 12 courses throughout the 18 holes. So, as I was saying, all day Thursday, or excuse me, all day Friday, our Freaky Friday Daily Contest, mixing 2 really good years of Golden Tee, 2007 and 2018. And for the sake of this stream, we're just going to go one more time before I never speak to half of you again, because that was an awful round. So as you can kind of see, it showed up. So I finished one game, showed that I was 1 through 5 on qualifying rounds. So make sure that when you are out over the course of the week that you play your 5 games so you can make sure that you have a qualifying score on the leaderboard. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. I was trying to pull up some of the other comments here. Also, this weekend and next weekend, we've got 2 big events coming up. So this weekend is the Mid-America Championship at Rising Star, Indiana, or Rising Star Casino, Indiana, over by the Kentucky-Cincy border. And that is brought to you by BJ Novelty of, I believe Kentucky is technically their home base, and also Game Time Amusements in Indiana. So 2 great operators combining to put on a really good event. Super Bowl weekend, so there's a lot of fun and exciting stuff going on. The winner of the amateur bracket, oh, look at that save. The winner of the amateur bracket will win our final live tournament event spot into the World Championship. So whoever takes first place on the amateur side will win their ticket to the World Championship on June 21st through June 23rd in sunny, beautiful, a lot warmer than right now, Las Vegas. Alright, let's avoid the water on this hole. Hope for the best. Thoughts and prayers would be appreciated. And finally, we have shaken the cobwebs of a terrible Rattlesnake Ridge game. Then, next Thursday, we're heading out to sunny and also warmer than Chicago right now, Orlando, Florida, specifically, or the Orlando, Florida area, specifically St. Cloud. We'll be at Sideline Sports Grill for the first Power Events National Golden Tee Tournament of the year. The Florida Open, the 10th annual Florida Open, actually. So this is the 10th event that the Power Events group has done out at, well, technically not this specific location, but with the owner of our current location. So shout out to Power Events, who had this event before they became part of the national tour. But always fun to be at a long-standing event like the Florida Open. So still time to get out there, whether you drive, fly, bike, doesn't matter. Get out there, sign up, get your commemorative player card. It'll be printed by yours truly Thursday night, closest to the pin contest, and money shot contest Friday night handicap tournament, where you could potentially win your entry fee into the tournament. And then, of course, our main event qualifier on Saturday, and then the gold and purple and potentially pink brackets, depending on how many players we get at this event, goes on Sunday. And so all those tournaments between this weekend and next will be streamed live through Golden Tee TV. And of course, we will be out there providing live coverage and updates, photos and videos as well through both of these exciting events. So a lot of good coming out of the next few weeks to get our Golden Tee weekend, or excuse me, Golden Tee tournament year started. Don't mind me, I figured it's been so long since I messed up a shot. Ryan, so the pink bracket is at certain live events, at certain tournaments when there's over 100 players. You know, they break down the brackets into the gold, top 32, purple, lower 60, or excuse me, yeah, the lower 64, and then anybody else gets put in the pink bracket. So it's just the way to make sure that everybody that comes out to a tournament still has an opportunity to play on a tournament Sunday. Now, not every tournament does that, but it's something that Power Events has been doing for a few years now, when there's been over 100 or so players at a tournament. Yes, Justin, we're working on a new Golden Tee game for phones and tablets. We've been releasing a few sneak peeks here and there of, you know, live motion trailers. A lot of don't have a release date yet. There'll be a lot more information and screenshots and videos coming soon. Just everyone needs to be patient as we work out some of the final kinks, and we'll start our beta very shortly. I can promise you that, because I know a lot of you have been clamoring for the beta and to get your chance to play the new Golden Tee Golf app, or mobile game as we'll call it. It's not going to be called mobile like the previous iteration, but it's kind of hard to avoid that word when devices are mobile. So more information coming on that soon, as long as this shot doesn't go in the water. Oh, perfect. Alright, that game was a little bit better. We'll play one more before we get out of here. So it pulls up the validation screen, shows I have 2 out of 5 games played. So again, play as much Rattle Snake Ridge as you can this week up until Sunday night. There we go. Piano, not 100% sure about that. I think we might just open it when we're ready and then have people send us their information. Not 100% sure about that, so there's a good chance that you will potentially get in. Still working out the details on how many players we're going to have and how we want to do all that. Now remember, with this weekly contest on Rattlesnake Ridge, great shot points and golden tee points are the tiebreakers, you know, if we need them. So take full advantage of those drivable par 5s. And although you don't get too many great shot points, you do get enough. So the extra stroke and extra shot points could potentially change where you end up on the leaderboard. Ryan, we don't have too many details that we want to talk about yet, but I can say that no, it's not going. The mobile game is not going to be like the commercial game. But I promise you, in the next week or two, maybe even sooner, if you guys are well behaved, we will potentially have a lot more details on Golden Tee Golf's return to phones and tablets. Oh, almost. Not sure I understand the question, Eric. Can we go back to back? Ugh. So, look at that. When you play well, don't get distracted by others and hit poor shots, you could actually pull off some things here and get a 17 under on the front of Rattlesnake, depending on the setup. So, definitely some scoring opportunities there. Oh, damn it. And that was going so well, too, up until that point. But that's okay. Won't take the eagle, but we will take the extra golden tee shot points for that drivable par 5. Or excuse me, drivable par 4. Now you got to be careful on a few of these holes, specifically this one where sometimes the pin is right near that downslope. So you got to be careful to not hit that downslope or that the slope part of the green on your tee shot, but also when you're putting, because I can tell you from experience, I've done it plenty of times, and it's not fun at all. Since we have a good game going, we are playing it safe. Just high tee a 3-wood or a 10.5, depending on the setup. Getting out of there with your eagle, and still walking away very happy. Shane, usually I play as Bulls Champ, but for a while I've been playing as Golden Tee or John Daly when doing some of these live videos in our production area. That was awful. It just has not been my day here on the stream. But that's alright. Especially if you're playing this events mode on Rattlesnake and you have a handful of bad games like yours truly. Having the chance to play as much as you want theoretically in a day really helps you out. Justin, I'm sure you could probably guess there's a lot of legality issues when it comes to Masters courses, so you know, of course we would love to have the ability to do something like that, but a lot of legal red tape to make something like that happen, so at least not in the near future anytime soon. Yeah, that is very true, Shane, but that's okay. I played decently this game, not my best, a lot better than the first two. So, with that being said, events mode, our first weekly event, $1,000 top prize, $7,750 in the prize pool. Play as many games as you want up until Sunday. Tomorrow's Freaky Friday, the 2007-2018 Old School, New School mix. This weekend we'll be in Indiana for a live event, the Mid-America Championship, so we will catch you guys live then. For the Frozen Tundra, that is the Golden Tee Lounge, I'm Kevin Lindsay. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you guys next time.